about to drop some serious Kira's Idiotic Adventures lore right now for those of you who watch my silly little series. If you're watching this and you don't know what Kira's Idiotic Adventures is, which is fair because my series isn't really big or anything. Basically, to sum it up, it's about 4 girls named Kira, Nori, Skippy, and Delilah who do a bunch of stupid stuff and sometimes go on adventures and such. We got Kira, the chill one, but that doesn't mean she takes anything from anyone. She's sassy and she can be very mischievous when she needs to be. And she's also kind of an idiot, but aren't they all, right? It is Kira's Idiotic Adventures after all. And then we got Nori, Kira's best friend who's super happy and optimistic. She typically agrees with all of Kira's ideas, even if they're really stupid. And she's also seen to not be afraid to stand up for her friend Kira.
If you want to argue, we'll argue, and I can turn that argument into a fight, no problemo. So you better stop.
Because they are super best friends. And then we have the opposite of Nori, Skippy, who's super pessimistic, sarcastic, and rude. And she's honestly just done with everything. Unlike Nori, she's usually seen disagreeing with Kira the majority of the time.
Peanut butter? Hey, that wasn't my mama's intention, idiot. Time with your best pals on New Year's, eh?
No, just like us.
The part where we're coincidentally in the same situation as the story is overused. Come on, Skip. You aren't even thankful for us? No, that's dumb.
Guys, it's okay. She's emo with a sad backstory. She's not actually emo. The group just says that to poke fun at her. But on the flip side, she's shown to be very loyal and she actually cares about her friends. A lot. She's by far the most idiotic yet smartest person you will ever meet. Then we got Delilah, the shy and more so timid one. She's very quiet, but she really likes reading romance books and stuff. Not that that's the only genre she likes, because she reads a lot of books. To sum it up, she's an angel. Literally. She's very sensitive and kind-hearted. She won't hurt a fly. Well, for the most part anyway. So back to what I was saying, if you know my series, you'll also know that I haven't uploaded a new episode in 10 months? Almost a year! Not good. But I promise I'm working on a new one, so stay tuned. Please. Please. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it on thick. The whole Blob world thing was actually not real. It wasn't canon. Looking in the unfinished lore I wrote, it doesn't start with a blob world at all. They've always had bodies. They've always had bodies in my drawings and anything I've talked about with them in. Therefore, the Blob world was not canon. You can actually see in my episode Garnet the Ghost when Kira was telling the spooky ghost story. In the story, the characters are shown with bodies. And it wasn't like that for no reason. It's actually because despite the characters being shown as blobs, they actually have bodies. I just didn't draw them with bodies. Because it's a lot of work, you know? As for the Portal episode, well, I honestly made that episode to give my skits an upgrade. To transition from this blob art style that I have to the human art style that I usually use in my regular art and stuff. Now, that being said, that does not mean that everything that has happened when they were supposed blobs wasn't canon. Everything that happens in the series is a canon event, except for the whole portal to the human world and getting used to the human world stuff. Everything that happens, such as Garnet appearing, Elena bullying Kira, blah blah blah, all of that was canon. The thing that wasn't canon, though, of course, was them being blobs. You may hear in my next episode something about exploring the human world. Yeah, well, that's not canon. But the rest of the stuff that happens in my future episode is 100% canon. If you want the truth, though, the characters actually live in a place called Hartletown where mortals and immortals coexist. I promise I've got so much planned for this series of mine. I just have to build up the courage and motivation to actually do it. It might take a while, but I'll try to the best of my abilities to make it happen. And also, just because the Portal episode wasn't necessarily canon, that doesn't mean that the main 4 haven't experienced portals before. It's actually canon that they have. Many times. I mean, how else would Delilah and Grace, an angel and a demon, be on Earth with humans? Anyways, that's pretty much all. I just wanted to share that. So if you ever look back on all the events that occurred when they were supposed blobs, just pretend they have bodies while it's all happening and you've pretty much got the canon event. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
Yippee!